There we go. What's up, kid?
What is this place?
It's the netherworld beyond the veil.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I
And
doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
what if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Do you feel that? Of course you do. You don't even know what it is you're feeling. But you can feel it. That's the mark of a true remote viewer. The time has come to connect to RVD HQ.
Yes.
By establishing a connection, you'll have proved yourself worthy as a remote viewer.
Absolutely.
Everything all right, detective?
I'm trying to connect with the remote viewers division.
This again? Come on, detective. The joke has gone on long enough.
Ignore the lieutenant. He's never connected with anything paranatural. You're on different planes, metaphysically speaking.
Keep your eyes shut.
It takes time to block out the sounds of the world. But once you do, it's like you're on a wavelength. Not like any natural wavelength. No. There seems to be something on the other end. If only you could listen closely enough.
Oh, for God's sake. This is a bunch of...
Bzzzt. Do you copy? This is RVD HQ. Anyone there?
RPD HQ, this is Firewalker reporting for duty.
Can it be? We haven't heard that name in ages. Welcome to the RVD, Firewalker. Bzzzt. You are a special man, and definitely not imagining it.
Yeah, definitely not. We'll try to internalize that as soon as possible. Sand dripping from the punch bag. Shot put ball. We can give that to the old guys outside. Poster says, City is Fortis. The rest is worn off. What was this? Smells like leather and sweat.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
I think we should try this at this point with just one health and no healing. Doesn't mean that we won't try it in the future, but for now, we'll hold off. The hallway is blocked with old window panes and debris. Okay. Airship road is covered in spider webs. Reminds you of blades. Around. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. This is a little creepy. Money. Okay. We're getting close to our goal. Naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. More money. Kiss with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades, slipstream logo. Production schedule, filament memory. close am I to level up? Halfway.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Why would anyone spend so much time on
Some
this?
people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Well, this has been educational.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Let's look at the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Okay, let's inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of
A
nothingness.
note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise."
Hey. Around here, what do we have? What's this?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes too, sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Of course. The anatomy of the curse.
Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Wait, who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara. All of this is gone, left unrealized.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Right. Look here. Let's look across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Oh, what's this here? Oh, before I want to first... I want to go down here.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
You think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn it on?
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the
It's
compartment.
empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
I'll insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Hmm.
Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
Maybe.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yeah.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
Password. I'm really bad at password. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I haven't.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident
Accident?
is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
What's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
Okay. What are you? A machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my
Very.
name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian station.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
Oh, that's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
Let's print.
Nothing happens.
Well, what up, kid?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Someone tried to exorcise the curse using technology.
No, that's not it. I think it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
What were they planning to do then?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
This was a role-playing game?
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
What do you think happened to this company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
The curse got them. I see no other explanation.
yes, the doom of bad business practices.
He kind of looks around in the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses
Okay.
the floor.
Let's keep moving.
Now we can go down here. Money and magnesium. The fridge here. Ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. Oh, here. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway. Oh. There we go. I like hidden doorways. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable.
A few
Look at the
bricks have
rifles.
fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
Looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
What does this mean?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Nice. Yeah. Belts. One has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Yeah, that's good. We found some guns. That's always nice. What else do we have? Okay, some Nosafat, which is great. Eat that for sure. Frozen ice cream maker still running. Same mesh tank top. So would swap out this white tank top. Right now we're doing better with that. Intercom wires running to the breaker box.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads off into the darkness, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Don't rip the red one out. You'll awaken the ghosts.
Plug the red cable.
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
And the black
Something
cable.
close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing.
That did something. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Yeah, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Near your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Hadramut Karzai, smear your cheeks with black with coal.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
I am the reincarnation of an ancient Ilmaran warrior.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
No?
You can feel your cheeks turn red under the lieutenant's gaze.
Okay.
You look like a kid, not a police officer. Even the war paint can't conceal the embarrassment.
Thank you. So, where were we?
Let's look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs,
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I'm hallucinating, or maybe it's the entity.
Wait, really? Take your head out of the chimney, please. It's not safe.
It feels safe to know that the lieutenant's got your back, now and always.
Yeah, let's yell into that. Hello?
You muster all your strength
What?
and yell.
92% chance?
Your throat can produce little more than a dry croak. Awkward, since you already had a drink. The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
Those voices I heard. Maybe it's the malignant entity. Kazan said it lives on the
You're
chimney.
right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Well, that's what you keep saying.
You see the looming shadow of an ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is slightly open.
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer, his eyes glued to the animal. It's dark inside its mysterious belly compartment.
Crack open
A
the
faint
door.
waft of cold air rolls out. You hear the sound of dripping water. This is the inside of a defrosting refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. It's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
Relaxes his hand, his face bathed in a harsh light of the open fridge.
Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Let's take the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He tries to study it in the darkness.
Somewhere in the past, it's summer. 5-year-old Fifette lets go of her mother's hand, change jingling in her pockets as she hops towards the ice cream stand right across the plaza.
So they try to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. At least it's not running them a loss anymore, now that you've unplugged the cable.
Points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge sits empty before you, an overindulgent wardrobe, now that the cooling systems aren't active.
Okay. Let's go upstairs. See if there's anything else. There's this hallway. Further up.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives.
Hello, I yelled, but it didn't work.
Again, your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. It's silent in the abandoned office building. No one answers you. A sudden bout of self-pity comes over you. You took your shot and still missed. Well, you did your best, champ. Shame it wasn't good enough.
Oh, let's look around. What's this? Those got a delta. The floorboards creak. Look at the... What's this? Oh, handwritten
The
note from the
note
fridge.
is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The ten leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best. but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
Remind me again, what's filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Who's this illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
I mean, Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Oh, I want to unlock another spot here, and then obviously the remote viewers division needs to be unlocked. I wonder who wrote that.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe it's because of the entity.
That's implausible.
You have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
I did. Oh, and there's the wrapper.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
Kind of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where'd it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
That's a good question. Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take, until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels so familiar.
Yeah, that's weird. Just say. I found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloomstalker, the conglomeration. A shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Someone was here recently. Let's go downstairs again. Found this ice cream. Is it an ice cream maker? I think that's what we're looking for. This one.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
On the ice cream cone.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
Better crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try
Hey
again,
Danielle, how are you doing?
then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
That makes sense. Let's equip the pry bar then.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked
Not
ice cream
strong
churner
enough, 3%.
and an electric freezer.
Doing alright. I'm doing very hard investigations into the supernatural. Anything else I can do here?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Not right now, it seems. But I think it will help if the ice cream maker just thaws a little longer, so maybe just need to pass some time there. The supernatural, yes. Because obviously we are also part of the remote viewer division. And
As
this
before,
this is what
an
we're doing.
iron safe.
This is what we're investigating. Only the most important things in the world. Put our bottle bag again, just in case we run into some more empty bottles. It almost feels like we're kind of, I wouldn't say stuck, but we have a few leads to go on. It just, we're a little bit stuck. A little bit. Teeny tiny bit. Well, there is obviously a very real supernatural phenomenon happening in this commercial building that we need to investigate, and who better would be equipped than someone who clearly is in tune with the supernatural and knows how to investigate even the most supernatural things in the world. So it's us, of course.
The tear machine stepped. Your bottles clunked into
40 cents. I think it is just supernatural in different terms. I think that's really what it is. Okay. I wanted to check out the before I was about to say I wanted to check out the pawn shop, but we found something to replace their ball out here so they can play again.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Yeah, I found a new bull for you.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Oh, well, what did Google say?
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Yeah, I tried.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. In this case, almost nothing. Fine. You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing.
So, is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
I saw the statue of Philip III near the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
cocaine. Cocainum. Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
Okay, supernatural essentially means beyond the natural. It suggests something that exists or occurs outside the realm of normal, observable reality. Seems to be used interchangeably with supernatural. Interesting. How should a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself.
A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to...
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
There's some wariness in his voice. He's heard this rant many times
The
before.
Carabineer doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve.
What was that about cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum, Revachol's finest years.
He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court made him administer the dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
So that maybe we can do that too.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
Oh, I drink alcohol and go to heaven.
Please, officer, don't encourage him. Do spare us the cocaine fairy tales. The RCM isn't interested in them.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
But imagine, purest cocaine. Now that would make you feel like a king. Not that you can afford it, but what about speed? Speed is cheap.
Yeah, we're
and
still looking
good.
for speed. Let's talk about something else.
Right.
Okay. Much more here. He's still eating his sandwich.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you? Sure,
Anything
officer.
new here? No.
No.
Can't convince him to give a sandwich. But now, ooh, something. Come on. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Those birds. Alright, so let's go to the pawn shop. We do have enough money now to actually pay guard. I don't know what happens if you can't. But
You see rows of toy soldiers.
looked at this before.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Let's see if I
Sure,
can sell
let me have a
anything.
look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Sell these postcards. Sure. Could sit on this, but I don't really want to.
Another time, perhaps.
Anything else? You know that the missing gun got sold
A
to a
typical
lady.
Martinez streetlight.
700.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that
I'd love to buy the boombox, but don't have the money for that and paying for the night. That's a bit of an issue, allegedly.
G'day to you, officers.
Is everyone eating, but I
A
don't get
couple
any
of
food.
indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Let's
You
do
pull
it.
the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Push harder.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Yeah. Guess we're gonna do that tomorrow. Oh, I was zoomed in some. Okay. I don't really have money to buy anything. Aside from
Everything's still cool here, officer.
need rhetoric for that. Oh, about a minute? Wants to talk?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Oh. There's going to be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
No need for you to do anything. Don't worry, the police are looking into it.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes anyway?
Oh, you know. Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Sprechgesang. Huh? That's something. Why Tommy Leon?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him.
Alrighty, another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Okay. Good chance here. Empathy. What do you see in his eyes? 72%.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Hey, Tommy, spill the beans. What's troubling you?
You really are the law, aren't you?
Yeah.
I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
You have a 3% chance to hit him with a cool verse.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
She broke me. She fucking broke me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
No, Tommy. These are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled. Uh-oh. Morale is critical.
In the name of God, what are you doing?
I'll never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck everything. Total doom.
Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a murder investigation to return to. How about we do that?
She liked our emotional poem, so let's try to see into his eyes again.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Further?
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
Not in the southwest.
Excuse me?
Hell, I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
No, I feel hunted.
Hunted? By what?
A shadowy figure known only to me as the X something. Uh-oh.
An ex-wife?
A pain burns in your chest, radiating. A crown of arteries on fire.
It pulled me into this world when I awoke. I think it may be a planar hunter.
Planar hunter? Wow. That sounds really bad. I hope that doesn't happen in my marriage.
Well, don't worry. I'm certain nothing bad is ever going to happen to your marriage. Well, yeah, my thing has got nothing to do with marriage.
Sure, man, if you say so. But look, man, thanks for this. It's good to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Could try hitting him with another verse. But before that, I think I need to save. It's low on health again.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
17%. Let's go.
No,
Oh.
just no. I can already see it's failed, and I'm stopping it now. Until you have good poetry, you have no poetry.
Okay, fine. Jeez. I hate my own art. Honestly, okay, what can we do? This is tomorrow. I'm the working class husband. I don't think we can do anything about this. For this, I think at the very least we need to level up our physical instrument. We failed an 82% check. Sucks. Find my heraldic bird. We should go read up on cockatoos, which probably costs money. Should check how much it costs. Zon said it was upstairs with the biographies, I think. What's this? Is it this one?
A sulfur-crested
Yeah.
cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the
Turns
pages.
out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
What about this guide to cockatoos?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
More bugs, okay. Also, was I able to do anything more with this book?
The Greatest Innocence.
Not anymore. We can't afford this right now, but I guess it's good to know that it's there. So many books that I would like to buy here.
You broke down the back door. Why? I gave you the key.
Real men don't need keys.
I hope you can find the solution quickly. The wards are broken. The passage has been opened. Now tell me, what's back there?
Oh, we'll see. I have to investigate, but don't worry, we got it. Probably should buy some nose of fat for healing, just in case. You have a surprise? What surprise?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste pharmaceutical.
Okay, here.
Thank you. Okay. I'm already intrigued. Now we have some emergency healing. If we run into something, kick something, or damage ourselves otherwise. Okay, it's now later here, so let's see if I can.
Again, you find yourself looking at that big
Not
old
time
window.
yet. Hoping maybe. Today? Can we talk to this one?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You know what's behind the door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging
Not
and
today,
muttering
okay.
something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
29. Okay. I'm excited. Okay. Start.
Can I help you?
Got the bill
Got
for
the
them.
20 real?
I do.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Barely scrape everything together for that. But
The
we are.
door is closed.
Ooh, I'm very excited.
Still, the lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like where this is going. The murmur in your ears receives.
Not calling her a fucking whore. If I yes, I use. Oh, Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Well, this is where the magic happens.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
I defied bourgeoisie morality in here. Defied it hard.
I have no idea what that means.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You
Still can't grab it. Damn it. Can't open this
A mirror
either.
hangs on the bathroom wall.
Well, Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Well... Oh.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Don't really want to know more about cryptids.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So,
Yeah.
what now?
Metro Head thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Tim, we have air support? Why didn't you tell me?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
That's the side of his nose with his index finger.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yeah?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
I don't want to grovel to a racist.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Well, thank you. 1 second. I could have a swig of the old Al Ghul. To increase my physique even more, increase my chances.
Your race descent has only
70%,
worsened
that's pretty
since
good.
I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Ow! I'm hitting.
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand, and he's twisting it.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
Degenerate alcoholic. Oh, morale is critical low again?
Good.
Boy.
Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Now, I wish here just reload and try it again. Failed an 82% check today and a 72% check. But try not to save scum, so let's grovel.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measured, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there. Oh
Do you?
boy. This is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education
Let's start with A then.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Revachol, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who are the Maun?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Okay, go. Who are Type A then? In your
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
Who are these Seminese and Areopagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental.
See, now you have me so confused that I confused you with my confusion.
The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
The Seminese are?
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the southern islands. I am Simonese, from the stock of Ulembuir on Ile de Fantôme.
And the Areopagites?
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Marat to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant Maun-ridden Occidentals discovered this place.
What's the difference between the Seminese and Areopagites?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite superrace. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
What about Type B?
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholiers, they are mud-colored people.
Mud-colored?
To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking al roule and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato.
The Khoikhoi, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with Potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacholiers you mentioned?
The Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
What about the vile C to F race cauldron of pederasty, please?
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yeah, it's not better go into them.
It would be cruel
The less I hear about
to
this
entertain ourselves with
races
their
chronology, the better.
deformities.
Now that
Were
we've
there
been-
any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you help me get the body down if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Hopefully.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Oh, it's the clown for now.
Lost, though. Buckled away at the last gate. This is why your haplogroup will never rise from the ashes. Now, I need to luxuriate in the private company of my babe. Leave me. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibet.
Okay. Oh, another.
Please, stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
I'm trying to get in the harbor. But while I'm still drunk and very strong, we might be able to try the furnace again. And maybe then I can, with my next level up, actually level up a physical instrument to hopefully then knock him out. I don't have to become a racist. Actually.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it.
Can't. How close are we to a level? Not particularly close, to be honest. Well, in that case, how do I check this out?
The dented yellow mailbox.
I'm not kicking the mailbox. It will probably just break my foot. I've not tried out any of these.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Shift your focus on the
Under the
background.
graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach. and a small tent set up on the ice.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Vandalism.
Probably some kids.
Yeah, I wonder who could it be who caused this?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Sure.
Your
that's
money
right.
disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
And the little
The
one.
little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
At least I have a birch tree friend. I want to see if I can talk to Joyce some more. Or at least to pass some time.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, I've got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead,
what is
ask
the
me
Pale?
anything. The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember, we have a cadaver to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What do you mean it's not part of reality?
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you...
But
Okay.
she wants to tell you.
We could ask him. He trusts us. That's good to know.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Yeah, can I talk to the madam for alone for a second?
Fine.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
What is
Are
the pay?
you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
What is the pay?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
What is pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
And there?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost or having our minds damaged.
Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
You're not a civilian passenger.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entropanetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
What is entropanetic?
Entropanetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entropanetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
And if we do not?
Then they don't.
How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment, or...?
What do you think, detective?
It's growing. There's more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
It's not extreme at all. It's going to happen.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild Pale yonder.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Let's return to reality,
yes,
please.
Sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
No, just alcohol fumes and blackout.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Well, its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism.
Mm-hmm.
I sense crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, with bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, detective. If you don't know even this, then...
Well, this investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they remember me by. I promise.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
It's fucking insane, Ken.
Yes, well, the rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so...
You will have to deal with it, too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know.
Right, let's get to work.
Good luck, detectives.
Alrighty.
Yes?
Still kind of early. Yeah, why did the 41st send me? A pretty low chance, honestly.
You pick over what's left of your frontal cortex, but no compelling explanations emerge.
That's too bad. Okay, so, what could we do? Box of sunglasses. Do that again. I don't know why is it so weird. Backyard wall. Interior window. Electronic doorbell. That wall. Oh. Try that. Barbell, probably not a great idea. Same with the ice cream maker. We could try to steal the book, which also probably not a good idea. Okay. Explore the building and wreck, secret passage, find morale, find speed. Body down, make a truce with Kuno, track down your badge. Victim's tattoos. Could keep asking Joyce. In the hangman's boots. Let's go back to Silang. Where were the sunglasses? Were they here?
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Ugly glasses, we can't buy any of these.
You keep coming back.
It's getting later and later. We're advancing time, but other than that, not much going on. Sure if it's
Again,
for this yet.
you find yourself looking at that big old window.
No chance there. There's something here.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons
8%
lists
chance.
all the companies in the East. No, hold on. The last...
Okay. How do we get up there? If there's anything
The man
here.
before you...
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Listen, child, the corpse made me puke twice, and I was wondering why you don't.
Stay away from me, pig! You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Hey, Kuno.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
Do want to, but I gotta get rid of Kim for that.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Yeah. Grade my perception for that, which I can't right now.
What do you see?
With that. So
The worn map
check this out.
an intricate web. It's still kind of
Did those before. I think it's really the only big option that we have is kind of talk more to Joyce about the reality lowdown, pass some time, then at some point we will be able to look through that window and get a bonus, but it's not right now. Also, when I level up, I can then level up my physical instrument to try and knock out Measurehead again and also yell into the furnace. I think that's the game plan, but I think this is a good time to end it for today. Thank you all for watching today's stream of Disco Elysium. I will be back with another stream tomorrow. Not sure if it will be Graveyard Keeper or Disco Elysium or the Dredge DLC or something else. Just keep a look out for that. Thank you all for hanging out today. If you want, you can also check out on YouTube my playthrough of NeoCab, a very interesting visual novel type of game. If that is your kind of jam, I have a good time playing it, or had a good time playing it. And yeah, that's also where you'll find a bunch of other stuff. So if you want to support me, that's a good way to do that. And until next time, have a great time.